Loads of people have been wondering where is the Tori Rework, and I'm here to tell you that the update can come at any time. And the reason is, they said before in the message it will be coming update 6, right, which is the next update, but now it might be coming sooner. The reason is we had a vote. If you remember the vote we had where we could choose updates over time, where they'll be dropping content as soon as they're finished working on it. That's as soon as they do it. And so we could be seeing Tori Rework not in update 6, which most people expect to be a year or 8 months. We could expect it at 3 months, 4 months, maybe 1 month, maybe the next week. We never really know. The thing is, these updates, this new thing, the new way they're updating the game according to the vote, is in a way which they will release content as soon as they're finished. So if they're done with a dungeon tomorrow, they'll drop the dungeon tomorrow and then they'll continue working. So there's no official release date anymore. They'll just be dropping random content from update 6. So it's not really a set update. Of course, everything after now, unless they don't follow through with the vote, of course, and they don't follow it and they think it's a dumb idea and they stop doing it, then of course they will. But according to her message, if you look at this message right here from Kuro, he said himself that they are all some of the developers are confused on how they're going to do this, but as of now they're all going to update the game over time. So meaning the developers have now updated the game out of over time. So it's not a debate about whether they are going to or not. They already are updating the game over time and going to release game updates and stuff like that, and any content they are done with as soon as they're done with it, if that makes any sense. Kind of difficult to explain, but as I said, we can expect Tori whenever. It's really just a matter of I guess when they're done with it. So the more progress you see on Tori and the more finished Tori looks, the more likely it's to drop. So you can base your release dates or whatever, or when the cut's going to come, based on how done whatever you're waiting on is. So if Battle Royale is like they show a lot of pictures of it and it looks almost finished, then it's probably going to come soon with this new way they're updating the game, where they just add content as soon as they're finished with whatever they're working on. So who knows, maybe we get a Tori Rework next week or next month, or in 8 months maybe, because it takes that long. But it shouldn't, but if it does take that long and they don't prioritize it, I guess it could take 5 months maybe. Who knows how long. This is a new way of updating, so there's no regular updates anymore, no set release date. So to be honest, you shouldn't even be saying update 6. I mean, there's just a random amounts of content being added, and that's really what it is. So there's not really a set update, just you get a bunch of content at one date. It's not like an expansion of content or whatever. It's random content being added as soon as they're to get done working on it. Really, that's as simple as it is. Of course, it's easier to call it update 6, which is all the content that comes after update 5, which I agree with. Now this is confusing, because how are we going to be able to say, are they going to say, oh, this is all the content, this is all of update 6, we'll be taking a break until this time? I guess they could do that. I have no idea how this new updating will change, how long it will take. Maybe it'll take the same amount of time, because they did say it would take the same amount of time, but you get content spread out. So that's interesting, to say the least. So I guess the updates will be ending. I'm going to assume that the updates are going to be ending when they say this is the last amount of content for update 6, whatever. So if they're updating over time, they say this is the last content we're giving out. Now we'll take a break. Maybe they take a break for a month maybe, and then I guess they come back, or maybe they take a break for 2 months, not update the game, because you cannot expect them to update the game straight for and make content for all the time over time, and then get, after they're done with the update, work on a new update and keep releasing content over time. Because I feel like that's maybe seems like too much work, and these developers probably won't do that. They'll probably do it for the release content over time. They take a break, a set break. Maybe they say, oh, we're gonna be back in 2 months, and they come back in 2 months and they start making the updates that way. Regardless, we will have to see when Tori Rework will come, and we do not know yet. And also check out the video I made yesterday. I forgot the name, I forgot everything about it, but hey man, check it out.